just now got approved of having a military. The Japanese weren't allowed to have a military since the end of World War II. But the Germans, we allowed for some reason, even though we caught them doing what they were doing. That doesn't make any sense. You see what I'm saying?
So yeah, this is big news because I follow a lot of stuff. So this is like a key information that one would only know if they followed, because like you said, they don't talk about it.
I follow politics all day, every day for like
you just would have to be a source of someone, a source of information.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I remember I followed with the whole treaty situation. I didn't know exactly what was in it, but I knew that we came to an agreement. And when was that again?
The end of World War II. We told the Japanese, you're not allowed to have a military of any kind. And now we all of a sudden approve and start sending them all kinds of weaponry because of what, China's going to do with Taiwan, and North Korea's promise of reunifying with South Korea, and then Kim Jong-un meeting up with Putin and then secretly buying weapons to be able to use against the South Koreans, which we have 40,000 soldiers stationed in. If North Korea invades South Korea, what are we going to do about it? Because they're backed by China and Russia, and everything's made in China. This is made in China. The clothes we're wearing, your cell phone, everything's made in China. They don't have to fire a single round. They just sign sanctions and boom, everything would disappear from the stores, furniture, clothing, electronics, and there'd be a panic run on stores nationwide in every town of every city. So they have us around their little pinky.
Yeah, and so we want Japan to
back us up. And we've been running military drills now with the Japanese, and they've not been allowed to have a military since.
Right.
So that's a clear sign that things are going to escalate.
That is so crazy.
Around the corner.
Yeah, no doubt, because you only become friends with your enemies, or you only reconcile with a former enemy.
Yeah,
when
I don't think we
them,
care about Japanese. We just want them because they're in a strategic placement to be able to take on the Koreans and the Chinese when that breaks out.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. On January 1st of this year, Xi Jinping, the president of China, promised on camera in front of the whole country that he will reunify China with Taiwan. Taiwan, we get like 90% of our semiconductor chips there.
No doubt. Yeah,
and
made in Taiwan.
Like your phone has them chips.
Yeah.
Like TVs, cars.
It's all about, okay.
That's why you weren't able to find a PlayStation anywhere for years, because the materials used to make those chips are transported from Ukraine. The argon and the neon is found in the land of Ukraine and then transferred over to Taiwan and then made there and then sent back to China to be packaged and shipped around the world. And we've been smack talking against China, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As if they can't just end us by just sanctioning us. They don't have to fire a single round. They could just sanction us and that's it. And we're over here talking as if we own China.
Exactly. The war is bigger than weapons.
Yeah,
right now.
It's just escalating, and no one's talking about it.
It's dying by deprivation.
Yeah. And so I was telling all them, why are we not looking back in the past and trying to learn from our mistakes? And why isn't anyone suspicious of us allowing?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Allowing Germany to continue having imagine you just win the war and you find them doing everything that they were doing to the Jews and all these camps, and then you go, you guys could continue building your army, but the Japanese island country, we're not going to allow them. We just dropped a couple nukes on them. That's insane.
And what you're referring to that as when World War II ended? Or?
Yeah, World War II was not called World War II. Neither was World War I. The only reason we're calling it World War I and II, decades after they ended, is to normalize and get people prepared and not be caught off guard for World War.
Third one.
That's right. And now on the news, you're constantly just hearing about it for the past 2 years, since February 24th of 22, when Russia decided to liberate Ukraine, and the media's been trying to spin it as if they're invading a country for no reason, and they don't want to talk about Maidan, Odessa, and everything they've been doing to their own people. They were just bombing their own schools, their own churches, hospitals, because they did not want anyone siding with Russia the way Crimea did and then reunified with Russia in 2014.
You got all the juice, man. You
I've been following the news like for hours every day since 2008.
Yes.
And not just 2008, I've been reading behind for, because if you know your history, you're not doomed to repeat it.
Exactly.
But if you're telling people like I'm telling you right now, you're risking coming off as a conspiracy theorist or like but I'd rather everyone be informed and then not be caught off guard when this happens and then look back on when I like I'm telling you right now, oh, that guy was actually
oh, you know what you're talking about. You got it in the bag.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
My name